Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Don't touch it. Anyway,
running again with Barkley on second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
A first down carry for Barkley. Now they can't bring him down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Boy, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. Here's Hurts to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it's second down. The Eagles at 6-10 on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Let's go. Trimmer.
Play action. Here's Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And the Commanders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Well, these two teams met in our nation's capital earlier in the year. The Commanders picking up the win at Northwest Stadium. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. And it's 3rd down. You look at this Eagle defense. They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play understand what you have to get done. And finally stop some people. Put them on the ground.
Here we go on 4th down. And this is going to be a Commanders first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Backed up where they were on this side of the field. That was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation?
Now 2nd and 9. On a bootleg, it's Daniels. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. He's into space past the 25. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A big pickup of 38. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And now they'll run it here on tackle. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Touchdown, Washington. Ben Sinnott hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And I think the ball's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd and 10.
Great.
Barkley inside handoff. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a turn and a give to Barkley. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
No touch that. Right there, you it. No touch.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Gay is on for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. A beautiful fake. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Take it.
Throwing is Hurts. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. A short completion, just 7 now.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
No touch it. No touch.
On 3rd down, Barkley. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him hasn't been a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
They're on 37-yard line.
Ready up.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
First down, Washington.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. To the 27-yard line.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
Hurt. COVID-19.
Daniels looking to throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go now.
They'll motion McLaurin left. To throw is Daniels. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
60 Vices, 60 Vices.
And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple is all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action, now it's Daniels. He's got it. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
On the go. Get it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of line. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
Here's Daniels. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can. Hurts is intercepted. His 3rd of the game. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
19 Lions. Go.
Now Daniels. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing now is Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Ben Simmons, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Commanders are able to add on to their first half lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Oh, Lord, who else sounded like this? They ain't made me what I am. They just found me like this. I was ready.
Jake Elliott to kick off.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. The quick feet by Jackson. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at their own 27.
Great, set.
He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. Well, he gave one defender the slip, but others waiting in the wings and dropping him behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 64 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Again, it's Barkley. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Trimmer.
From the 45 on second down, Hurts. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On second and 10, Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. The handoff, Barkley running left. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Brings the tackle, now Allen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Barkley off tackle left. Able to power through. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Calling a gain of 5. 4th down now.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll run with Barkley. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Well, an unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. A good comeback there after the penalty. 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
To the air goes Daniels.
And that is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Let's go now. Bronco 80.
Back to throw. Daniels. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Tressway now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Kamara now to return. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Gets it up around the 22 and no further. Did show some power on the run, but not a whole lot of room. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Okay, break.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now this time he'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
And they're on the 34-yard line.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food, because that is something that you and I
we share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we can probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 50 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you're not going to really just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Off the play fake, Daniels. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Well, big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2.
It's a gain of 8, but it brings up 4th down.
Well, how about this? They'll change it at the line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
They'll
go for it and run a little touch pass here. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
Formation for the Eagles.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's complete to his receiver, McCoy. And past the 35, maybe dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 14, first down Commanders. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment to shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Looking left side of his got him in. That's Lane. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. That's strong running. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Set.
Hands it off out of the gun. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Second down and 8.
And now here's a carry heading left. He will push his way down to about the 14. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Ready up. And it's third down.
Now a handoff looking right. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you can hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Boy, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed to sleep.